Welcome to MX5 Diary. I'm Steve and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1. Yeah, that's right. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about whether having the roof off for too long can make you go deaf, can affect your hearing. And because I've had this car for about 18 months now, I've had a few incidents. In fact, last week, a big stone hit my windscreen here and put a crack right the way across. And I've got Paul from Auto Windscreens coming here in an hour's time to fix it. So let's see how he does it. This is Paul from Autoglass. Paul, you're on camera. Paul. He's ignoring me. Paul! 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 Anyway, Paul started by removing the rear view mirror and the lane detection camera, and he also ended up having to remove a lot of the trim from the inside of the car so he could undo some bolts in order to release the external trim around the windscreen. This first bit took about 30 minutes because it was Paul's first time working on the new MX5. So, with all the trim removed, he then removed the windscreen wipers and then was able to start releasing the glass from the frame. Look at that, the windscreen didn't stand a chance. Then with his electric glue gun, Paul applied the adhesive and put the new glass into place. Everything was put back and cleaned and it looked as good as new. The whole thing, including drying time, took less than 2 hours, but the next day I had to take it into the dealership as it apparently needed a recalibration of the camera on the windscreen. So there you go, job done. So Paul's done a fantastic job with my new windscreen, nice and clean. Oh, I just put a smudge on it, shit. Anyway, right, so what was a nice clean windscreen, but at least it's working. Now we're going to find out, does driving with the roof off all the time affect your hearing? For me, nothing beats having the roof off, even when the weather's not at its best. But having the roof off means it can get really noisy in here with the noise of the engine and the wind and the music that I play. And I find that actually after long journeys, it can affect my ears. Here's a chart showing the official guidelines on how long you should be exposed to different volumes. Fascinating. So really, how loud does it get in here? I've bought myself a cheap decibel meter and I'm going to go for some drives with the windows down and up and play my music to see how loud it gets. And of course, to get a good reading, I'm going to position this in a place where someone's ears would be.
Does Mummy know we're doing this?
Mummy doesn't need to know. Okay. Let's go for a drive. How's it going?
What?
How's it going?
I'm hungry.
Right. Doing 30 miles an hour now with the windows up and I'm getting a reading of about 67 dB. Now doing 50 miles an hour and getting a reading of about 73, 74 dB.
Daddy, people are pointing at me.
Just ignore them. So let's now play some music. What music do you want?
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That's not going to happen. Now at 72 miles an hour, it's about 80 dB. And with the windows down, we're getting about 85 dB.
Daddy, it's getting very loud.
So, does a long journey with the roof down damage your hearing? Should I be wearing these earplugs? I think the jury's still out. Although for a long journey, you might want to have the windows up.
Daddy, the car alarm.
So that's the end of this episode for Season 2. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit shorter than the ones in Season 1, but I'm a busy man. Got lots to do. Next episode, I think I'm going to be upgrading the springs on my car. I'll tell you about the tyres that I've had changed, plus a few other bits. And hopefully I'll see you soon.